Just parked at the Pilot in Syracuse, Iowa. We just crossed into Iowa, right here where Nebraska Route 2 and 29 meet. 653 miles today. About 1,400 to go. Good night. Hey, it's now Sunday, June 29th. We're getting ready to head out of this Pilot here. And it's not, I think I said Syracuse, Iowa last night. It's not exactly Syracuse. That was just the last sign that I saw back yonder. The actual town that I'm in is, well, at least judging by Trucker Path, Purcellville, Iowa. Right there where Route 2 and 29 meet. We're getting ready. We're going to get fuel here at Pilot, and then head. We're going to shoot to try to get to Tupelo, Mississippi tonight. That's about 640 miles. We'll see how that all works out. But for now, I woke up at like 5:30. My 10 wasn't up till 7. But then it started a thunderstorm. I looked at the weather and they said severe thunderstorms coming through the area over the next couple hours. So I was like, all right, screw it. I went back to sleep. Because I was going to get out. I was going to get out on 7 because I drove last night to like 11 o'clock. I did not want to drive another late night because I'll be shifting to the East Coast. Won't be today, but tomorrow. And then I want to get as close as I possibly can without being too damn late on Monday. That's Mr. Price. As I was saying, I don't want to be too late Monday night, so I can get up earlier on Tuesday morning because my appointment's at 9 a.m. So if I get up within about 150 miles of delivery for Tuesday morning, I'll be okay with that. So now it's time to go get fuel. Go grab something for breakfast, even though it's like 11 o'clock now. And we're going to drive till about 9 or so tonight. And hopefully we have a nice smooth day and no delays. It's Sunday, so that's got the advantage of that part. So, all right, we're going to continue on. This is a continuation of this 4-day journey. Thanks for being here, y'all. Let's go.
I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. I don't think so. No, 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 no. Maybe someday you'll have it your way. Maybe someday it'll all work out. Until then, nope, a nope, a nope, a nope, definitely nope, a nope, nope, a nope. Probably never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. Oh no.
Ever have one of those days to where you're just driving and you lose all track of time? Kind of like that for me today. We drove 6.5 hours. I'm like, shit, I haven't even stopped yet. I had to pee, so stopped and go ahead and take a 30. We got a few minutes left on that. Just kind of sitting here watching the shit show. I'm tired of dealing with the rain. It's like severe storms and crap. Let's see what this next storm, this next little seam is going to wind up being. So I'm on. Oh, this is the one I already came through. It's just catching up. It's just catching up to me. So I need to get back on the road and start driving further because right now I am on US 60 and at a Love's in Willow Springs, Missouri. We're going to keep heading down this road. We're eventually going to hit 55 and get into Memphis. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. How many miles am I from Memphis?
Memphis is 195 miles away from your current location by car.
Okay. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. How many miles am I from Tupelo, Mississippi?
It is 302 miles to get to your current location from Tupelo by car.
About 5 hours. How much time do I have left on my clock now to drive? 4.5 hours. So I won't be making it to Tupelo. 6:30 now. I'll probably just drive a few hours because I'm 994 miles away from delivery right now. I'm going in my head right now. If I stayed here, how many miles have we got in today? We have traveled 404 miles in 6 hours and 6.5 hours. Wow. The weather, man. Drive to your conditions. Drive for your conditions. All right, well, let me just shut off the shit show. Turn on the stereo or iHeartRadio. And do that, bring the clock up. Where the clock at? Nope. That ain't what I want to do. Now this is what I want to do. On my clock on my split screen. There we go. All right, we got to go. We're going to go get a couple hundred more miles out the way. And just so we got, I don't want to get up too early on Tuesday morning to make 9 a.m. delivery. So see if we can't get back in front of this storm again. All right, we are in Jonesboro, Arkansas. We're 855 miles away from our delivery. We wound up knocking out 541 miles today. You're like, hey, you've driven for another 3 hours. You only did 120 miles since then. Yeah, that's it. Because a storm I was trying to get ahead of, which I eventually got ahead of it, but Trucker Pat took me on some dang back roads. I want to say I say I shouldn't be on because I shouldn't be on those roads because they're just 2-lane back road country roads, but they are street legal, truck legal roads because there's evidences of trees being cut off there at the height for trucks and no truck signs, and not to mention the dozen trucks that I passed on that route to begin with. But it was up and over a mountain. I was at the one part so steep because I am heavy. I'm close to 79,000 pounds, right? So steep, my truck wound up. I was on like 12 mile an hour and I got down to 4th gear trying to climb that bitch. I did not like that at all. But anyhow, we had an hour left on our clock, but we got to Jonesboro. We clocking it out, and we're going out. Like I said, we got 850. So I'll try to knock 650 plus out tomorrow, and then do the rest of it Tuesday morning. So stay tuned, guys. This video is not over with yet. Have a good night, though. I'm going to sleep because I'm tired. Hola. It just dawned on me I haven't spoke to y'all today. Today is now Monday, June 30th. It's currently 10:40 in the a.m. I left Lowe's about 20 minutes ago. We have 13 hours to cover 848 miles before we get to delivery. Now, what I'm running into right now is math. I can't run a full 10. Well, I'm not saying can or can't. I'm just thinking out loud here. If I run a full 10, I need to think of, right now I'm still on Central Time, but we're crossing the East Coast time later on today, so I need to think that way. So it's 11:41 in the a.m. Eastern Time. Okay, so if I run 10, I'll park at 9. Which will give me another 3 hours to delivery. My appointment's at 9 a.m. So If I park at 9, I won't be able to get off duty until 7. 7 to 9 is 2 hours. Less than what I need. But I'm figuring this out as we go. If I park around 6, which will be, I'll have knocked 7 hours off of that, so that'll give me 6 hours left. 4 to 9, still not 6 hours. But it would be overnight and might be able to make up some time. I won't even be able to do it. I mean, I could do a split, but it won't give me any more drive time hours back. A split basically just lets you divide your break up. 13 hours is more than 11, so that won't do much. I'd have to get a full 10 in order to get a full clock back to make it. So 4 o'clock. So I park at 4, which would be 5 hours off of that. It'll be 8 hours. I'd get up at 2. I keep running into being an hour short. I was 2 hours over on my 10 because I couldn't. I won't drive if I don't feel like I can properly. So that is what it is. Yeah, I'm worried. I'm worried about appointment times. So I'm going to call and talk to my boys and be like, yo, if I'm not there at 9, what's up? It's US Foods. If they can push it back to like 11, that'd be ideal. But we already have booked another load though for the 3rd, which is Thursday. That train load out of Vidalia, Georgia, that I did a couple weeks ago, went to Mesa, Arizona. I'm gonna do that one again. And this one actually pays more. This one pays $200 more than the last one. I'm like, cool. So, but then I want to find a load from there to go to get down to Houston, because I would love to spend my birthday weekend. My birthday is July 12th, next Saturday, the weekend after 4th of July. I'd like to spend a couple of days off my birthday, go have some drinks with my people, my buddy, his family. And of course, I got a couple more shipments I got to pick up. So, anyhow, we're on the road. We're currently now in I-555 South in Truman, Arkansas. We're heading for another 28 miles or so. We'll hit 55. We'll go through Memphis and all that jazz, and then get on down the way. We got to get to getting. We got to roll. We got to try to make up some time. Oh, speed limit just went to 70. That'll help. Thanks for being here, y'all. Let's get this done and load complete, because I'm tired. After this load too, I'll get a 34 in. But I gotta call the broker or the agent and see what's up. Oh, way station, why you be way station, fucking with me? If everybody gets the green arrow, then why even bother pulling this in? I mean, it's not like you don't have sensors on the road to know what the hell if we're good or bad. I see like 4 trucks to the right. I wonder if those are being inspected. Maybe that's why. Maybe they're just busy. Go, 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 go. Okay, it's just, oh, look at that line of traffic here in front of us coming out of the way station. I don't see those trucks being, oh, there's a guy. Yep, there's a guy. Alright, well, there's 2 of those 3 trucks are being inspected. So, that answers that. They're just busy. Alright, so it's now Tuesday morning, July 1st. I thought I had figured out a hack. So yesterday I parked with 5 hours and 19 minutes left on my drive clock, because I'm 8 hours away from delivery. So I was like, I'm still trying to figure out split sleeper berth, right? So I was like, maybe if I do this 7 hours off duty or sleeper berth, I can get like 3 hours back, which would have been perfect. So I'm like, okay, cool. I parked. I'm somewhere. I'm still in Alabama. I'm just north of Montgomery. Get ready to go down, hit 231, go down 10, go over all that stuff. So I was like, okay. So I parked. I went to sleep. Had my alarm set for 11:50 p.m. I slept a good solid 5-6 hours. I've learned the way I can sleep during daytime is just shut all the damn blinds where it's dark inside the truck. So I woke up at 11:50. I woke up earlier, but I had the alarm set for 11:50. I was like, cool. So I was like, so in my head, I'm thinking, okay, midnight, 7 hours. I'll get 3 hours back, which would give me 8 hours and 19 minutes to drive, which would be enough time to get me there. That didn't happen. So apparently there's a point in your drive day to where you're not getting that hours back. I still don't understand the hacks of sleeper berth split, so maybe help me in the comments on that. So, be that as it may, I had to go ahead and pull a full 10. It's 5 hours and 19 minutes ain't gonna get me there. So I got 7 minutes and 51 seconds for this 10 hours to be up. That'll be right now it's 2:49 a.m. So 3 a.m. I'm gonna head down, and I should be there. It'll be 4 a.m. Eastern time. So I was talking to the agent yesterday. He's like, he thinks as long as we get there before noon, I should still be able to get accepted. I was like, well, I'll do what I can. I'll get there as quick and as legal as possible. I thought about, I've been contemplating. I was like, let me just go on PC, drive for a few hours, and then I started scrolling on TikTok, and I believe in this signs and all that shit for whatever reason, but I saw like 3 TikToks back to back talking about DOT and PC violations. DOT. I was like, that's telling me not to do it. So I'm just gonna be honest. Whatever happens, happens. We got 6 minutes and 55 seconds before I pull off of here. So let's see how this works out. I don't know. All right. So when I pulled out of that place, it said Trucker Pass said roughly 8 hours and 15 minutes, right? Now that's also convertible for 8 hour, 15-minute drive. Now on, of course, I'm going central to eastern, so that would translate to 12:15. And of course, you can't drive no more than 8 hours. But over time, after about 4 hours, I had that 8 hours and 15 minutes down to 12:15 ETA to about 11:59. So technically, if I'd have kept going with no delays, I could have made it under the 8 hours and been there right before noon. However, remember when I filled up my tanks before I left Idaho? That's the last time I got DEF. That's been 2,100 miles. My DEF was got below a quarter. I knew I'd have to stop eventually. So just for DEF. So I stopped and got DEF at a Love's back here in Dothan, Alabama. Still off 231. We're about 5 miles from I-10. So I'm like, while I'm there, I went ahead and grabbed breakfast, grabbed some monsters, and I'm like, let me go ahead and just do a 30. So now I ain't got to worry about the time part of getting there. I just got to worry about getting there. And hopefully, right now my ETA is 12:35. So we'll see how it all works out when we get there. But I was already willing to go all the way, but that DEF would have became a problem, and I would have had to have stopped anyway. So I went ahead and just knocked it out the way. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, we're late, but delays and weather and bullshit. So we'll see. We'll see how. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right. Right now the ETA is 12:30. RXO just texted me and said, please provide status on the load, the current location, ETA, and so forth. But I was talking to my coordinator a few minutes ago, and I was telling him, I was like, you know what? These long-ass loads are affecting my YouTube channel. I can't do daily vlogs like I'm known for doing, and driving, doing trips that take 3 or 4 days, 5 days to complete, because there's nothing to vlog. He's like, okay. I was like, well, listen, man, right now we got a load booked after this for pickup on Thursday. I'm gonna do a reset once we figure out what's gonna happen with this load. I need to get a reset done. Then Thursday I'm gonna pick up in Vidalia, Georgia, the train, and take that to Mesa, Arizona, which drops off on Monday, which is fine. It's a holiday weekend, and it's my weekend load to keep me going. And then Tuesday in Tulsa, Arizona, which is 30 miles away from Mesa. Tuesday morning, I'll pick up a load there and take it to Searcy, Arkansas. That drops off on Friday. So once I get back in this region, I'm going to start focusing on more. I told him, I said, we need to start focusing on like 400, 500, 600 mile trips that pay anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500 a day and all that crap, and just keep cycling like that around the Midwest. So unlike a lot of tubers out here who'll say they don't care about the channel and all that shit, I give a shit. I do. I enjoy doing this part of what I do out here. Trucking's my, of course, my number one priority. I gotta work, I gotta make money, I got things I gotta do. But YouTube is also a big part of my priorities, because I work on building it, and I want to keep, and I enjoy making content. So, I mean, it also generates some income. I mean, I would love for it to be able to maybe generate just as much. That'd be sweet. There's a lot of big time YouTubers out here that make just as much, or if not more, on YouTube than they do their trucking anyway. But it'd be cool to have that balance, right? I mean, I'm not that likable, so I get why I'm not. I'm pretty sure that's RXO replying. Let's see what they say. Right there. I told you my current ETA is 12:34 p.m. Did you not read what I said? That's the reason I'm not likable, because I tell you to the point, straight the fuck up. I already said it once in the text I replied to you. So my response is, when you ask me the same question, I told you it was so. I mean, I get why, I tell you, not that great, but whatever. But I want to focus on what I built, and I want to continue building it. So my daily vlogs is what does that. I think the consistency is what does that. So he's like, okay, because he watches my videos too. He recently found me. He's like, hey, guess what? My wife loves you. I'm like, hey, cool, appreciate it. And my coordinator is awesome. He's a good guy. He doesn't have the trucking mindset. He's got a list of loads on his system, and he's like, I got to get them covered. So, and we talk, but me and him get along great. He understands what I'm looking for, and he already knows to just decline bullshit instead of bugging me with it. But he's also like, hey, he's also got a different angle and perspective that we talk about when we talk about these trips. That's somewhat different from mine, but it also helps me tweak what I need as well. So me and him's a good match. I got a good coordinator. Not everybody can say that, from what I've heard. But my coordinator and I, we click. So he's a good dude. But yeah, he's watched a couple videos. So we'll see what happens with this. RXO is just, we'll see what they say. I told him, let me know what they want. I'm gonna keep on trucking until they say something different, I guess. But yeah, I will get back to doing daily vlogs once, I guess, over the next couple weeks, once I start getting more recurring trips. Because like I said, when you drive all day, like these last 4 days have been nothing but drives. You don't want to see crap like that. It's just nothing to show, nothing to do, nothing to talk about. Anywho, yeah, let's just keep on going and see what the rest of this trip has in store for us. Oh, look at the water. I'm back at my happy place. This is Jacksonville. I'm on 295. 8 miles before I hit 95. But the water, man, my happy place is the water. It is 11:14 in the AM right now. We're still an hour and 20 minutes out. RXO replied saying they advised the team that 1233 is down my ETA, judging the trucker path. According to the trucker path, anyway. So, with this view right here makes my feel goods feel good. God, I love the water. I'd love to be in a boat right now, right out there, just floating. That's one of my in-game plans is buy a boat and live on it and just float the rest of my life away. Can you imagine? Come to port maybe once a week or so to get the necessities and the veggies and shit, but every other day just catching your own food, catching your own fish. I mean, that wouldn't be great. Some people say, oh, you get tired of that. I don't know, man. If I get bored, I'd come to land or go somewhere, and I don't know if I'd get tired of that at all. Just living on a boat, on the water, catching your own food, jumping in to cool off, go swimming or whatever, and fishing every day. I mean, yeah, like everything else, every day doing the same shit would kind of get old and boring, but you'd also have the opportunity to go to land when you got bored. So I don't know, what do you think? The sign back there said tolls $0, and this right here says tolls enforced. I guess it's $0 for this time of day when you're on the express lane. I'm not on the express lane though. Express lane is like on the left, I think. Because all this, it's 295. This has been in construction for a few years now, but it's like the construction is almost, it looks like it's pretty much done, or at least on this section of it anyway. So anyhow, we got another hour and 18 minutes before we get there, but it's straight down 95. Right off the exit, you make a right, and you make another right, and boom, you're there. So it's like right off the exit. It shouldn't be too hard to find. But it's still unknown of what I'm going to be running into. Are they going to reject me at the gate? Are they just going to accept me, treat me as a fill-in? But I also read some notes that I didn't see before accepting this trip that says detention pay turns to layover pay after 8 hours. I'm like, oh Lord, if they have to put that on there, then yeah, it's one of those places that could potentially take up my entire day. But whatever. As soon as I get there, I am going off duty. My 34-hour reset begins then, as soon as I get on scene. And then when they get done, I'll PC to wherever the hell I'm going. My Thursday pickup, Thursday at noon in Vidalia, Georgia. But once I get there and get into a dock, if I get into a dock, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to go back in the sleeper and sleep. And I wouldn't bother me at all if they wound up taking 6 or more hours for me to sleep. So we'll see. Time will tell. Alright, so we got here at 12:30. I checked in security. She made a phone call, and the lady said, she hung up and said, well, she said it's got to reschedule, and the earliest possible appointment was the 7th. I'm like, that ain't, I get paid regardless. But that don't make no sense to me at all. This is food. You want to leave it in a box for a week? So I contacted RXO. I contacted Mercer agents. So I'm waiting on some sort of response. But no, ain't no damn way I'm holding this bitch for a week. It ain't happening. No, hell no. But we'll see what happens. Well, there's been a full range of emotions on this trip. Excited because, being out west, seeing part of the pretty country, getting out of the west, finally getting a load back out this way. Frustrated because of the delays and the traffic and all that, and the weather. And routing at one point. Worried about time and if I'm going to be there or not. Kind of find out it wasn't. And then got angry with the news I just found. Because now I'm at a Love's in Ormond Beach, Florida. 20 miles north of where I was at the U.S. Foods in Port Orange. They said, when I checked in, I checked in at security. She made a phone call. Said, hey, your 9 a.m.'s here. She said, okay, and hung up. like 10 seconds. She listened to her say something, said, okay, and hung up. Looked at me and said, she said, you're going to have to reschedule. The earliest appointment we have to reschedule you for is the 7th. I said, oh, no. That ain't going to work. So I think I've already told you that. Yeah, I did do a clip of that. Yeah, so I was waiting for... So I turned around, went and parked, and then try to get a hold of our RXO. They won't ever respond to you when you need them, but they'll bug you when they need something. I called Mercer management, and the good news is we got an appointment earlier than the 7th. And the good news is it'll potentially be earlier than the day we got scheduled. Like tomorrow, he's going to call and follow up with them and see if there's something, maybe something comes up. So, but for now, the appointment's scheduled for Friday the 4th. I'm like, are you sure they're going to be working on the 4th? He confirmed it. So they said yes, they're going to be working there on the 4th of July. So, okay. But so it's right now it's Tuesday. So the 4th is Friday. The 4th is Friday, right? Today's the 1st. I don't know why I've been thinking the 4th is Thursday all week. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the 4th is Friday. So that's where I scheduled for now. But then we may get picked up earlier. But now the bad news is I had to cancel those next 2 trips. $6,000 worth of trips over the next week I had to cancel. And the angry part too is this load turned in from a 4.5 day trip to 8 days. From Friday to Friday. So this is the worst week I've had here because of the delays. Whatever. He said there might even be potential to get in there today. I was like, let's not worry about today, because right now, you got to remember, I've been up since 3 a.m. I've been driving since 3 a.m. and it was like, at the time, like 2 o'clock. I was like, I'm going to go to this Lowe's 20 miles away, and I'm going to go sleep. So let's just, hopefully tomorrow we can get something, get in there, and blah, 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 all that good stuff. So, I mean, there are worse places to be than Ormond Beach, Florida, I reckon, if you're going to be stuck for a few days. I mean, I just looked, there's a Walmart 6 miles from me. I'll go ahead and get a Walmart order done. I'll do some laundry. I have access to a shower. So, yeah, we'll see how it is. But I'm going to go ahead and call the video here. And just thank you for watching and going through the many faces of country during this trip. 2,468 miles total since I picked up this load. My final MPG for this trip was 7.3 miles per gallon. Yeah, that's rough. But that's it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Appreciate all the support. I don't know when the next video is going to be, or even when the next load is going to be, but we'll figure it out. And I'll get back to the dailies once I start getting to where I can do daily trips and at least a couple day trips instead of 4 and 5 day drive trips, right? So I'm gonna get back to the dailies because that's what I enjoy doing, and I think that's what you enjoy, like what you enjoy watching too. So thank you so much for everything. I really appreciate it. Have a good night, and I'll see you in the next video.